Hey guys, welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. So today we'll be doing a drag build and tune for this 2005 Subaru Impreza WRX STI. If you enjoyed the video or find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below if you'd like to see a tune on the 2004 STI. Alright, so if we bring our 2005 Impreza up to the festival drag strip over here, we just line it up to the line. We want to launch our car from about 5,000 RPM, so if you just drop it there, you can see that we get no wheel spin at all. The car just takes off. Take it up into fourth, we'll get a speed of 270 k's an hour. Alright, so now we're going to bring our 2005 Subaru Impreza WRX STI into the festival drag strip race, so we can see how it compares to other cars as well as get a time by the end. So we've got a Bugatti Chiron next to us, so that should be interesting. We got them at launch. We are first by a little bit, with the Chiron taking third and a Veyron taking second. So with that win there, we got a time of 8.6 seconds. Right, so now we've seen just how fast our 2005 WRX is. Now we're going to take it into the festival, and I'll show you how to upgrade and tune it. Alright, so if we bring the car into the custom upgrade menu here, so first thing we're going to come down to the conversions tab at the end here, and into engine swaps. So here we're going to swap in this 6.2 litre V8, we chuck that in there, and then if we come over to the aspiration, we're going to put some twin turbos on it as well. To come back out of conversions, we're now going to come into aero and appearance. So we don't need to touch the front bumper, but if we come into the rear wing here and come down to the last option to remove it, so we can save some weight as well as not create any extra drag, as we don't need it for this car. And then last for aero and appearance is if you come over to the hood, you put on any of these, you can save 3 kilos. So we're just going to chuck on this one here. So we come back out of aero and appearance. Now going to come over to tires and rims. We're going to put on the drag tire compound here. So I was making the front and rear tires as wide as possible. Then we're going to throw on some rims so we can save some more weight. 10 kilos, we just chuck those on. Come back out of rims. We're now going to come over to the front and rear track widths to make the wheel spaces as wide as possible. So back out of tires and rims, we're now going to come into drivetrain. So we're going to max out everything in here. So race clutch, race transmission, race driveline, and a race diff. So back out of drivetrain. Now we're going to come over to the platform and handling. So we're going to go race brakes, rally suspension, and then front and rear race anti-roll bars, and then a full race weight reduction as well. To come back out of platform and handling, now we're going to come into the engine. So we're going to max out everything in here. So race intake, race fuel system, race ignition, race exhaust, race cams and valves, race engine block, race pistons and compression, race twin turbos, race intercooler, race oil and cooling, and then finally the race flywheel. So that's it as far as upgrades goes. You can go ahead and apply all of these. Right, so now that we've done the upgrades, we can come down into the tuning tab down here. So I'll cover the metric tune first, and then I'll cover the differences in the imperial tune. So for these front tires here, we want to drop this down to 1.3 bar, just like that. And then same for the rear, we'll also bring this down to 1.3 bar, just like that. So then after tires, we're going to come into gearing. So for the final drive here, we're going to bring this down to 2.8. If we just come down to there you go, there's 2.8. So then after gearing, we're going to come into alignment, and we're going to set these front and rear camber angles back to 0 degrees. And then we're going to come down to the front cast angle down here and bring this down to 4 degrees, just like that. So after alignment, we're going to come over to the springs. For these front springs here, we're going to bring this up to 70. Just come up to there. There you go, there's 70. And then for the rear here, we're going to bring this down to 35.0, just like that. So after springs, we're going to come over to the dampening. So for the front rebound stiffness here, we're going to bring this up to 6.6, just like that. And in the rear, we're going to bring it down to 1.8. Then for the bump stiffness, we're going to bring this up to 5.1. So you just go like that, and then you can leave the rear at 1.3. Then finally, if we come over to the differential tab at the end, for the front acceleration here, we want to bring this up to 85%, just like that. And for the rear acceleration, we're going to bring this up to 95%. And then finally, the center balance at the bottom here, we're going to bring this up to 73%. So that's it as far as tuning goes. So now I'll cover the differences in the Imperial tune. So as far as differences go, for the Imperial tune is you want 18.6 psi in both the front and rear tires here. And then if you come over to the springs, you want 392 in the front and 195 in the rear. So that's it as far as differences go, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright guys, so this has been my drag build and tune for the 2005 Subaru Impreza WRX STI. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.